Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have with us Dr. Pradhan, sir, Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology from AKS University. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you very much.
Sir, it would be very nice of you if you introduce about yourself a little bit.
Well, after graduating from Indian School of Mines, which is now an IIT, in 1980, I joined Bokaro Steel Plant. It was a part of the Steel Authority of India Limited. So, after 3 years of experience, I then joined IBP Company Limited, a Government of India company. IBP is primarily a petroleum company. They were into explosive business. Explosive is required for mining. So, I joined the group and I continued there till 2013. In the meantime, IBP was sold out to Indian Oil Corporation. In fact, I resigned from Indian Oil Corporation in 2013. And from 2008 to 2013, I was with Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and headed the PCRA, Petroleum Conservation Research Association at Calcutta. PCRA is the Government of India body which looks after energy conservation, energy use and popularizing the energy efficiency in the country. So I was the head of the Eastern Regional Office in Calcutta, looking after the states of Northeastern states, Odisha, West Bengal and Bihar. So from there, when I planned to go to Africa on a Government of India deputation to the University of Dodoma as a faculty member in mining, at that time I had this offer of AKS University, where since 2013 I am continuing here as a professor and dean. That's how I am here, and almost completed 9 years, entering into the 10th year of my service to AKS.
Okay, sir, that's wonderful. Sir, let me start with the questions.
Yeah.
So my first question to you, you held a key position at the educational institute throughout your professional career. What keeps you connected with the education sector and how has your experience so far with the institute?
See, at AKS, when I joined in 2013, we were just a starting point for the AKS also. And we had the second year students in mining engineering and all other branches of engineering and agriculture and other departments in AKS. In the second year, for that is the third semester, students go for the departmental courses. That means mechanical engineering will go to the mechanical department, mining will go to mining. Like that, they are exposed to their departmental courses. And from there it started. We had developed a curriculum, course of study was prepared. We had a very good syllabus incorporating all the modern things that is required for the students to get employable, because employability is a very important thing in any engineering profession. Without knowing the latest things, you can't get a job. And even if you want to get a job, you must be also updated in your knowledge. So all those things, being a private university, it was easy for us to modify the syllabus. Started with the syllabus in 2013. We modified it in 2015. At regular interval, it is changed, keeping in pace with the requirement in the industry. Like artificial intelligence had a little exposure in 2013, something like that. Later on, it has become a very important thing in engineering. So we are changing, revising our syllabus. And that is one aspect. The other aspect is we have to have all good teachers, qualified teachers having good qualification and background and capability to teach the modern things in a easy to understand. Here, the one interesting thing is that most of the students are rural background. We have to teach them many times in Hindi also. So we had a mixed culture of Hindi, English mixed. And only recently when the Telangana students came in a large group in BTech lateral entry in mining, yes, we concentrate more in English for them. Otherwise, all our classes, we combine Hindi and English together so that students get a better understanding of the subject.
Okay, sir. How do you strategize about the key program and the plan of marketing and admission of the school, being as a teacher, as a dean at AKS University?
See, marketing is a very interesting thing. When our students pass out and when our marketing department of AKS go to different areas, mining areas and other places from where we get students, And our students are mostly from rural background and semi-urban background, but still of late we are getting students from the cities also. The only thing what we tell them is that we tell our strengths like having good faculty, latest syllabus, and our exposing, our capability to expose students to various training programs, industrial visits, visit to different mines. As a mining engineer, normally in the mining engineering branch, all big universities, IITs and NITs, the thrust is laid on more on practical, and students are asked to visit different mines during the period of their semester so that they can see things in action. So that's how we propagated the message of educating them in the field, exposing them to the field situation, and that helped us to attract more students to AKS University.
Okay, sir. How do you try to bring the practical approach towards the subject and make it industry oriented?
See, making it industry oriented depends on where our students are geared for. Like CS and IT, we have to every day we have to update our course of study in CS and IT because there is a fast changing subject. Whereas branches like mechanical, electrical, civil, and mining, they are not that fast as CS and IT. Here we have to be very much mature. We have to handle maturely because these are all basic engineering programs where we have to follow the trend and we have to go slow in introducing new things because in mechanical engineering our students are meant for basics and getting clear understanding of the subject so that they at the entry level in any industry they can deliver better. That's our approach. And introducing practical aspects, yes, we have got our laboratories. We have got good infrastructure in all the branches and those laboratories are in line with our syllabus.
Okay, sir. How do you help your students to cope up with the competition and being so high in the outside world?
See, in India, there are 2-3 methods of approach. First is the department, university level employment facilities. So we have got a department which helps students in organizing their campus interviews. But when it comes to mining especially, campus interview is rarely done because mining is a different thing because you must understand mining is a statutory branch. So the moment they pass diploma or degree, after 1 year's experience, they go to a mine and get a certificate of experience. After that, they get a competency certificate from Director General of Mine Safety. It is a Government of India Labour Ministry department at Dhanbad headquarters. After you get that competency certificate, your employability is almost 100% provided you are capable of delivering and have knowledge to deliver. So, employability is the situation in mining. Now, these days again another thing has come, GATE. Through GATE also many government companies, Coal India Limited, BHEL, BEML, all these NALCO, all these Government of India companies, PSUs, they prefer students through GATE. If somebody is preparing hard for the GATE and get a good score in GATE, he has got a fair chance of getting a job in GATE. And so far, almost 30 students could clear GATE in the entire university in such a short period of 2014 onwards. And our students, based on the GATE score, have got entry into different IITs and NITs in their MTech courses, and some have got jobs. 3 of them got direct jobs in Coal India with their GATE score. That's why we are organizing their jobs. But now our thrust in BTech is that forcing them to go for GATE so that once they get a good score, they can get into a better reputed university of NIT and IIT level to do their PG and get a job.
Okay, sir. What do you see as the greatest strength of AKS University?
The greatest strength of AKS University is the management never interferes in our working. Wherever the management interferes, whether it is a public company, government-owned university or a private university, the management interferes in academics, then the university will see bad days. But so far in 9 years plus period, the university management has given a free hand to all of us to work for the benefit of the students. Budget is not a constraint, money is not a constraint. Anytime we want the support of management, to fund for the visits. We take students right up to Kanyakumari, right up to Chennai, right up to gold mines in Karnataka. And partly almost 40 to 50% money is funded by AKS University. And with this help, we are there in not only in mining branch, in almost all branches. The management is very generous in funding the visits, in funding some of the projects also. Wherever some critical instruments are required, management comes to the help of the students, bring the instrument so that they can do a better project. So management is very cooperative with us, never interferes with us. They are only a guiding force. And as far as the budgeting is concerned, recruitment is concerned, other than that, in academics, they have got a only advisory role. They don't have a interference in the administrative role. Thank you.
Okay, so my last question to you, any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth?
My only suggestion is that every university should now consider revising the syllabus. I found some of the universities, private universities, they, without having any faculty member, they have introduced so tough things in the syllabus that students, how they will understand the subject. I am doing some questions, setting question paper for different universities. I find very difficult to make question paper because most of the universities do not have qualified faculty members. And you expect the student to write an examination on those questions, from those tough syllabus, where they have never seen the face of a teacher. And this is the most painful part what I have seen in these days of private university and mostly in the government universities also. Hardly they have got 20 to 25% permanent faculty members, the rest are all some samvidas, and in some cases young chap is asked to teach MTech level, BTech level, not understanding, knowing the things. So this is a very serious matter which we do not have in AKS. Each department is packed with experienced person, whether it is agriculture, whether it is science, physics, mathematics, mining, mechanical, all the branches, CSIT, all these branches we have got qualified teachers in a proper number as per the AICTE and UGC norms. Because if you don't have qualified teachers and having a tough syllabus, not compatible to the students, so you cannot get better educated student, and that will deteriorate the quality of the students also, and their employability becomes almost nil. So my only request to this conversation to all the stakeholders, please have better teachers in good numbers, because in engineering or science and technology or agriculture, a horticulture fellow cannot teach agronomy. Agronomy fellow cannot do a good job in teaching something else. So you have to have specialists to teach, otherwise teaching becomes only getting some marks and passing some exams.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for the interview. It was nice having you, sir.
Thank you.